Welcome everyone, Mike with Bowers Barbecue coming to you today from my backyard. Now in today's video we're going to discuss my Shirley 24x36. I've had this cooker now for about a year. I absolutely love it, but I got an upgrade that made me love it even a little bit more. And that is the V-shaped fire basket. So in today's video we're going to go ahead and discuss why I like this basket more than the one that it came with. But first, we got to start the fire. First thing I do, chimney full of charcoal. I actually use some of this old one charcoal for my slow and sear to put on top here, so we can use some of that as well. Not be wasteful. All right, let's get this started. I like the Weber lighter cube. Give this about 15 minutes to light up. All right, as we wait for the charcoal chimney to come to temp, I want to show you guys the difference between the two baskets. Here on the left, I have the original basket that came with the Shirley. On the right, I have their new upgraded V-shaped fire basket. With the original, you know, typically this smoker doesn't need a really big fire, so I was trying to get all the coal base back to the back of the smoker or the front and hold it there as much as possible. I wasn't having a lot of luck with that. Towards the end of the cook, it would really fall through those cracks and make keeping temperatures a lot harder. As you see in some of my older videos, I'll talk about how it is really easy to maintain temps at the beginning, but towards the end of the cook, I was having some difficulties. So a lot of companies out there are making the V-shaped fire basket now, Shirley included. So I went ahead and upgraded to that. As you can see, it's just like the name implies. It's a V-shaped. The whole point here is for the wood and the charcoal to burn down and build a coal base down here in the middle of that V there. Works perfectly, whether you're using a Shirley or another offset company. A lot of them are making their fire boxes into a V shape, so the coal bed is a lot easier to maintain. One thing I do like about this V-shaped fire basket, it does have the railings, so it does go easily into the firebox on this, and it has that little bit of airflow underneath it, and the ash comes down into the ash pan. The one thing I wish it had the handles like on the original basket. Other than that, it's pretty well built. Okay, as we can see, this slides perfectly into the fire basket. The only downside, this does rock just a little bit. Not a huge deal. I could definitely live with that. Get this fire started. Okay, to get things started, I take the whole chimney, I dump it here in the fire basket. Very good there. As far as logs go, at the very beginning, I just put a couple small logs. These are the kiln dried logs you can get at the grocery store. They actually work pretty good with this basket. A couple of those. I have found with the Shirley, unlike traditional offset smokers, it works best with the door closed. To get things started, get it wide open. In addition to the wide open wheel on the firebox, I also had the chimney wide open to get things started. Okay, we are only about 15 minutes from starting this fire. You can see that smoke's already cleared out. Let's go look at the temperature. It's almost at 250. So at 250, this is what I do. I adjust the fire wheel to about halfway there. And as far as the smokestack, some people like to leave it wide open. I found this reverse flow to be so efficient that it burns too clean. So I choke it back just a little bit for a little added smoke flavor. Just personal preference of mine. As you can see, this is running absolutely amazing. That smoke is perfectly clear. I'm gonna run this for about 3 hours today. I'm not cooking anything for the video, but for a little practice cook for an upcoming video, I'll keep you guys updated on what the temperature is doing at each hour mark. All right, we are about 45 minutes since I started this fire. It got a little hot on me. I may have put too much wood on there, at least that big piece. See here it's at 300, so we're gonna do a couple of things to help to get that back down to the 250, 275 range. First thing I'm gonna do, let's take a look at this fire. You see it's burned down pretty good there. This is pretty much just heat, not much smoke, which we want a little bit of smoke here in the beginning to get some flavor on the meat. Let's go ahead and crack this just a little bit here. This will help a lot of that air escape out of the firebox versus going in to the smoker. Then we'll add here a log here in just a moment. Door's been cracked for about 10 minutes, already down to 275, exactly what we wanted to happen. So that fire did get a little hotter than it has in the past. This is only the third time that I've used this V-shaped basket. It is 100 degrees out here, so that might have something to do with it. Also, it might have been done with the wood. But as you can see, we're already back down to 275, which I like to cook between 250 and 275. Looking pretty good here. We're about to get a small little split to put in there to get a little bit more smoke, because like I said, it's pretty clear right now. We want to make sure we have some smoke on the meat and not just heat. All right, here's the size split I'm going to use to put on there now. It's about Coke can size. All right, we're going to put it here against that wall. Since our heat's where we want it to be, just want to get a little bit of smoke and let that slowly come down and cook. All right, about 15, 20 minutes after putting it on that log, everything's looking pretty good. Decent smoke. Temperature's starting to settle down a little bit. We're about 255, 260, so absolutely where I want it to be at. This is great. So this is like my third time using the V-shaped fire basket. I'm learning with you guys here. The first 2 times I did the 2 logs and it worked out perfectly. This time it got a little hot. So if it's a little bit hotter outside, maybe want to try it with 1 log and kind of go from there. But man, I've only made really 1 adjustment on this in an hour and a half. And that's way better than anything I've done in the past. So I'm extremely happy so far. I'll keep you guys updated as I keep playing with the fire. So if you're enjoying this video and getting value out of it, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. I just hit 2,000 subscribers not too long ago, already up to 2,100. So very appreciative of you guys. It really means the world with me that you come along with me and cook. I'm a backyard hack like most of you. I just happen to put it on YouTube. But I really do value each and every one of you. Okay, so we're 2.5 hours into this cook. I just put another log on, not on camera. They're doing some construction work next door and the saws were running, so I had to put it on before the fire dipped too low. But man, this thing is absolutely amazing. Let's look at the temperatures. 250, you cannot beat that. Smoke's going clear. Let's go back inside and take a look at the fire box. That log is lighting pretty good there. Man, this thing is so efficient. Okay, so we are 3 hours into this little experiment. Everything's worked out pretty good. You know, like I said earlier, I've done this 3 times only on the V-shaped basket. 2 times the 2 starter logs were perfectly fine. This time it got a little too hot. So I'm gonna experiment with that a little bit more. But 3 hours into this, the fire's running great. I've only had to add wood, 3 times and adjust the damper just that 1 time and it got a little too hot. That's pretty easy, guys, for a stick burner. I used to have a UDS or even my old Weber Smoky Mountain. I had to adjust more than that. So this is absolutely perfect. I've fallen in love with this grill all over again. It's an amazing cooker. I am really fortunate that I pulled the trigger when I did because they've gone up a little bit, but worth every penny. Again, I thank each and every one of you for watching. The fire is out.